It was the last week of 7th grade. It was like any other typical day for me, where I would wake up late, eat breakfast, and have my mom drive me to school. When I finally got to school, we had to go to different classrooms for the end of the year air placement test. Everything was going to plan. I abruptly raised my hand and asked the teacher if I could use the bathroom. She gives me a slight nod, and I got up and walked to her desk to grab the hall pass. Walking to the bathroom, I saw one of my best friends packing up his belongings as he was getting ready to leave for a family vacation trip. I shouted across the hall and asked him, "Where are you going?" He said, "Florida." As I was walking away, I told him how lucky he was that he doesn't have to stay in Ohio. I make it to the bathroom, and it reeks super bad, worse than how it usually does. I open up the handicap stall to find toilet paper everywhere on the ground, and I try and step over it. Then, boom! I slip and landed right on the toilet paper. Not knowing what it was, I looked over to my arm to see that it was poop. I was covered in someone else's poop. I refused to believe that this was real. Why me? It took me a couple seconds to process and think about what I should do next. The first thing that came to mind was to go and see the nurse. Walking to the nurse, I was praying that none of my friends saw me like this, as I would never hear the end of it. Thankfully, I walked into the nurse's office without being seen. I look up to see the nurse looking at me with a petrified, jaw-dropping look, mixed with, "I don't get paid enough to deal with this shit." She has no idea what to do, nor do I. She suddenly opens up the top shelf to pull out Clorox wipes and goes into the other room to call my mom. I start wiping and it smears everywhere on my skin. I fiercely start gagging. 20 minutes later, I'm waiting patiently and the nurse is nowhere to be found. Suddenly, she comes into the room plugging her nose and saying, "Your mom is here." I was relieved. I got up so fast and started speed walking out of the building. I got to her car and opened up the door to see trash bags covering the seats and my mom pinching her nose while gagging at the same time. I was sitting there in unpleasant silence, still in disbelief at what just happened. We finally make it back to my house, and I ran like Usain Bolt to the shower. As time goes by, I eventually leave the bathroom, and I see my mom putting my beloved matching bright green shirt and shorts in a plastic bag to throw away. I was a little upset as it was my favorite outfit, but I got over it soon enough. I go upstairs to my room to play some video games and try to forget about what just happened. Then, my door swings open, and it's my mom shouting at me, telling me, "It's time to get back to school."